The problem is, I feel like WE have like a top 2 pick in each role so far. Milio, the most coveted support with Yuumi. Cassante, the most coveted top laner. Annie, the second most picked mid laner after the Nico. Aphelios, like, I guess, second set of 80 carries after the Zeri's off the table. Seriously, WE have like everything you would love to have in this meta. I guess outside of jungle, but hell, they could have gone towards the Wukong. They already have good enough sustain in frontline, so ended up going with the Viego, get more damage, get more resets, set up for those fights better.
I mean, again, for WE, getting these picks is just through draft. We're already saying Cassante and Milio just given over willy-nilly for the 5 first pick. Ning, what can he do with this pick? What can he actually achieve here in this game is going to be the biggest question, because you've sacrificed so much to get so little. As you said, Ultra Prime, their bottom lane have an opportunity through the laning phase. We'll see how they go there, but Ultra Prime weren't able to get much done. No proactive nature from Ning, and I'd say the rest of the team in game number 1. Let's hope things change here, because UP were 2-0 coming into this, but WE may have their number as Incheon, they look to continue their win streak. And yes, I said win streak. It's been 2 games, it's been 2 individual games, 1 series, but hey, a win is a win as we get ready to drive onto Summoner's Rift yet again. And I have to say, WE were looking pretty clean in game number 1, apart from Hung missing some Q flashes. Everything else went pretty cool.
Yeah, WE looked, again, you said it best, they were just cruising. They were just able to chill in game 1. They were able to chill in their first series. Really haven't been pushed just yet. But hopefully with the small adaptations Ultra Prime had made, again, they should at least be set up a little bit better this time around. The place, I'm afraid for them, once again, is the early game. What can they do? You don't have a lot of setup for your lanes. Just a bunch of CC, no real damage to be able to convert. So I'm afraid if WE get the ball rolling first, they just might be able to bring it home.
I always love Xiano. Xiano has the most heroic back throws as well. Like, I'm not sure if we've had Terracotta Warriors there yet, which is their place, but a lot of beautiful structure. He's interrupting the Jones. Ning. Oh, no. Just a bit of a trade.
Luckily, it happens early enough to where he will be able to recall, get back on the map, have that HP, like not right before his camp spawned, which...
And start a fight. Cameraman, take us there, because Ning is just going to get invaded on. There's a smite available for Hung. He gets it. Ning, I would not fight this, especially not versus the Viego flood. Oh, he does an auto! Hung, why? He did an auto. Ning gets away with his life. Flash for flash. Yeah,
also the mental victory.
God, that hurts. Let's watch again. Hung versus Ning. Close action.
Hey, at least he's not as bad as Kanavi invading Tarzan the other day and actually getting 1v1 himself, as we're going to see goes through. Q comes out. Goes,
God, though.
You're right, it actually hurts worse the second time watching through. You feel bad for WE, despite the fact that they came out ahead in that play. Let's not let that deter us from the fact that Hung is still the winner, where he kind of just went in, ran it down, and let's hope that's not happening here.
Level 4's hit, bit of health bar coming through as he wants to re-engage onto Ning. Got the health, the flash from Shanks. Mid priority is a dream, as now you have yourself a Q to get out, but Forge ain't gonna let him. Flash body slam, and it's a trade of junglers going down for first blood mirrored.
Rated as highly as him. Another one is...
Can you 1v1? No, you do need your mid laner. Herald's Eye's gonna be hit, he gets it anyway. Hung gets the eye, but is he gonna be able to pick it up? I mean, Ultra Prime and Geronimo zone him away, but guess what? More members are coming through. Ultra Prime need the backup.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that they didn't look for it. I mean, you had your unenclosed spy, I guess maybe afraid of Harry being able to potentially join up a little bit faster, but honestly, maybe even if someone like the Viego goes down there, I don't know if that would really be the end of the world. Being able to use that to get some plates would have been nice. We're going to see here some nice trading come out early on. Harry has no mana, gets the knockback, which sets up for the all-out to come through. Harry tries to ult away, but Cube does manage to block that one. And another Q coming through with the flash just seals the deal. But it was really that first knockback into the all-out, which allowed all of that to happen.
And it was still just a beautiful syncopation from Cube. Stolen again. Hello, Wolves. Ning, those are not yours. Here's Shanks, gets the stun, Tibbers down, stun up, Heartbreaker, easy kill. This is their jungle.
They still might be fine, because with WE opting for Shanks to go bot. He's the member with no TP, right? Had the Cassante already been here, it'd be fine. You send Annie up towards top side, but they're realizing they can't go for it. They're going to look for the dive.
Ooh, Forge might be in a bit of trouble. The flash comes through, stun still there. The Heartbreaker and the damage enough. The chase potential just insane as Shanks gets kill number 3.
Oh.
Meanwhile, on the other part of the map where they don't have a jungler, Doggo almost dies. Stop giving Milio to teams. Honestly, the rage, insane.
The range coming through the Moonlight Vigil was expended a lot.
Meanwhile, this Cassante just chilling with the rest of them. Harry's ulti might hurt. His explosive cask is there. Cube doesn't have flash. Is he going to die? No, he's shielded up. Ulti comes through. Okay, there we go. The all-out tries to get out. Doggo just gets a free kill. WE, do you know what you're doing?
No, and honestly, once again, I need to praise Ultra Prime because they're really thinking about all the ways W wants to play, and they're always conscious of the flank. Let's see if I just cursed it, and if they're ready for Shanks this time around.
Oh, Hung's got to do quite a lot here. Onto Forge. He just almost gets caught out, rooted up. There's the ulti as well. Shanks' angle is so good. Doggo and Sword Art burning down as he goes golden. You're right, you may have cursed them because Hung is getting reset after reset. The body slam, the Heartbreaker to follow through. Doggo's next on the menu, boys. And just like that, WE finally pounds. They use that gold lead well. They've got themselves a free Baron with an Aphelios, as this looks to be back in their control.
Great play coming from Shanks, and a tragedy for Ultra Prime. Seriously, think about how well they've done to dodge this Annie at like all times, right? The mid lane turret, we're wondering with the Diving Raptors, they have the ward there so you can play to the opposite side. Ning going and checking when he is trying to wrap around. Bot side River, the same thing. But one opening is all you need, and hell, that's why we question leaving over Milio, Cassante, Annie for the red side team. Huge tibbers going on to 3 members, forcing out the cleanse, forcing out the flash from Doggo, and that's the combo. You now open up for the Heartbreaker, the resets start coming through, and just look at Hung, even going to make his way right past the Scion to get on top of the Jinx, and that is all she wrote for Ultra Prime.
Well, now we're just back in the position that we're just waiting for that one influential fight.
Yeah, WE, I mean, W are trying their damnedest to find a flank, right? Hung trying to wrap around from one side, Shanks trying to wrap around from the top side. Ultra Prime still just not giving it to them, using things like their scrying wards behind them to make sure nothing comes through. I would say difference maker could be the fact that Hope has a stopwatch and Doggo doesn't, and like small things like that could really like turn in your favor, Shanks!
Oh my god! We were waiting. We're like, dude, finally, let's do something. There's so much up on gold. And finally, Shanks gets the angle to end it all, it feels like. Left in the middle is Harry. The rest of the team carried by the Pirate King in Shanks. Man, he taught Luffy well.
Yeah, oh my god. Perfect opportunity to come and find this. And now just going to be able to look for the end.
Off of that, we have been sitting A-ramming for a while. We haven't been able to do anything, but all of a sudden, it's a 2-0. Shanks MVP again, brother. There ain't no way you're not getting it.
Yeah, not going to be able to find it, but I still just cannot believe how, like, it just looked like you were saying. We're going to A-ram, we're going to stare at each other, like Shanks and Hung are both trying to angle for the flank. But finding that out of nowhere, really only having a split second to be able to get the pick. And it's why we said this is the guy that WE have built around, despite having, you know, players like Hope, Iwanti, now even like Cube having a bit of like name value behind him. I still believe consistently Shanks has shown to be, you know, the top performing player on this roster, but now surrounded by players of his caliber, surrounded by up and coming talent like Hung, who